By the way, it's in gear.
Welcome back, subscribers. Merry Christmas. I'm out at my brother's dream shop. There's 2 supercross tracks, a motocross track. I've redone them to make them really, well, easier, user-friendly. So like my little nephew, he's got his new 85. He's wanting to get into some kicker arena crosses. And so we want something that's going to be difficult, but also safe. So he's getting ready for some arena crosses. I got my buddy Levi out here that wants to race some arena crosses. And so my brother's gonna let me ride his factory edition 2021. And he actually has more hours on it than I have on my factory edition 2020. So just gonna go easy, and you know, I'm gonna help him with some little tips. And if the quality sucks, it's because I don't have all my equipment with me. Because I'm on Christmas break with the family. And they wanted to ride, so we're going to go ride. Sammy, you ready to go ride?
Yep.
Any brop?
Brop.
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 So Sammy, we're just going to go slow. You're going to start off with the 65? Maybe get on the 85 at some point?
Yeah. I'm going to probably race the 65 for the first level in the Unicross. If my mom lets me race.
Yeah, okay.
And maybe my 85 for the Denver one that's like the last one of the season.
Okay. Well, let's couple laps slow, and then we'll kind of just, let's focus a little bit on the whoops and some of the corners. Because if this is your first race, like, we're not going to worry about jumping anything. If you're feeling good, we might jump out of a double or maybe into a little section. But other than that, dude, you know, I just want you to kind of do some laps. You know, just maybe a couple motos of 5-10 laps. And if you have to roll, just roll, and we'll, like I said, work on some corners. You know? Elbows are. Lift them higher. Okay. Go slower now and make sure your elbows stay up like that, okay? I want to see you go slow. Slow. See, moved his elbows up.
He drops him as soon as he gets on there.
Yeah, as soon as he's standing.
Yeah. He's done it for so long is the hard part. Like, he's gonna have to just literally for a month.
Yeah, you just gotta have to tell him every time he touches the bike, elbows up.
But what I see him doing right now is I see him holding on to the handlebars rather than with his knees.
Oh yeah.
So when he stands up, he's all like, around the corner that doesn't look too bad, but as soon as he stands up, he's losing. Wave him down one more time. Chucky, do you mind holding it real quick? When you're, so sit on the bike. Okay, scoot up a little bit higher. Okay, head forward. This looks good. Okay, stand up. Okay, where do you feel like all your pressure is? Where do you feel like you're keeping you stable?
Right here.
That's not where I see you where you're riding. I see you squeezing onto this real hard. So when you get into like some silt and stuff, the front end is moving your whole body with you, and your elbows are a little bit dropped. Like, push your elbows, stand up, push your elbows inward. That's where you are when I see you when you're standing. So keep looking forward. So I want to have your move your ass back, move your knees forward. Now I want you to squeeze with your knees hard enough to where you can let go of the handlebars. I got the bike. Okay. Now do a small little squat again. Okay, look forward. Not too big of a squat. Too big of a squat. Okay, elbows up. Don't touch the handlebars. Okay. There, you've got a lot of control on the bike right there, because all the center mass is in the middle of the bike, and you're holding onto it with your knees. Okay. So when you're standing up, I want you to have your ass back, your knees forward. You were doing it perfect. And I want you to be squeezing. Sometimes it helps to have your toes pointed inwards. Did you see how your toes are pointed outwards? Because if your toes are pointed outwards, I have a bad habit of having my toes pointed out with, and it's a real bad habit of mine. And that's kind of why I fucked up my knees too, is because I get caught on ruts and things of that nature to twist my knee. But if my toes are pointed forward, it's putting more pressure here. So let go of the handlebars again. Elbows like you were in attack position. Look forward. Okay, but you're like barely holding on here. That's how it should be when you're standing. Okay? So when you're sitting down, go a little bit farther forward. Looking forward. There, so stand up again. Okay, let go of the handlebars. Okay, now I want you to practice sitting down. So you're going to sit down, you're going to make one transition. So you see how you made 2 transitions? You sat down in the middle of the bike, then you move forward. Perfect. But look at your elbows. Perfect. Now stand up. Perfect. Your toes, look at your toes. They can be inwards. Okay? Now sit down. Stand up. Sit down. Oh, you sat back down in the middle, remember? Because usually when you're sitting down, it's because you're going through a corner. And these are real tight corners, so you're going to want to be on front of the bike. Yes, sometimes when you're in like a long bend, yeah, you can be in the middle of the bike, but here, you're not going to be, so stand up again. Okay, sit down. Okay, stand up. So this is like when you're going over a jump. You're standing up like that, okay? Now you're going in a corner. Stand up. Sit down. Stand up. Remember your toes. Okay, sit down. Stand up. Okay. Can you practice that? Go real slow. Doing good, dude. Once he gets to the race, you're going to have so many more variables because you're going to be nervous, you're going to be the lights and all your buddies, and you know, you might be getting a little bit more scared on everything. So this is good for him just doing laps.
No, Johnny, I appreciate it, buddy. Like I say, what you showed him is the foundation of riding a motorcycle correctly. And until he can get that right, he's not ready for anything else.
Yeah. So far he's looking better. It's not perfect, but it's better.
The old adage, slow down to go fast.
Yes. And I'll walk you through the whoops here.
Yep.
Yeah, that wind is nuts.
I think it's just like it feels like sand, so you get that natural reaction to like put all your weight back.
Yeah.
Can I have that?
Yeah.
You look.
Don't forget to breathe.
You survived the laps, dude, which was good. How are you feeling?
Really good.
All right. How do you hold on to the bike?
What do you mean?
Like how what's your attack position? Okay, you're not riding like that. You're riding like that. See where your arms are, where your hands are, where your elbows are? Go back. That's how you need to be. Like even in this fluff stuff, that's how you'll keep the front end from wishy-washing around you, because you have control of the bike. When you're like this, the leverage is scary, head shaky. So the next time you do your 5 laps, remember, like this. And I want you to be mindful like this. Even if you have to slow down, I want you to go slower, but remember to have your elbows up like this.
These are perfect conditions to practice slow, you know?
And my bet is after 5-10 laps, you'll start to feel more comfortable going faster like this.
No, that was good, Sam. That was. I see you break some laps.
So, yeah, go around everything here, and I want you to pick a side of the whoops, the far left or the far right, because the middle is where they're a little bit like more slippery.
Yep.
So you might have to cut the corner, you know, to the inside to hit these outside whoops, or just follow the corner completely. But I want you to enter the corner in third. So you're going to be kind of and then once you get into them, then once you get the bike straight, I want you to get on your toes and squeeze with your knees and looking forward and being in that tack position. Okay, go. Yeah, it's because you got torque, and the bike, like, the dirt is so slippery that you've got...
It's getting the traction it needs.
Yeah.
Where in second, it's just spinning.
It's just spinning. That's why you always want to enter the whoops in a higher gear, because then even if you have a long section of whoops, you're not going to run out of gear, because if you start going real fast and you run out of gear, well, it's real fucking scary to try to shift in the middle of the whoops, because you got to get your feet off the toes, you got to shift it, and if you don't, the front end might drop and you might die.
Yep.
So you look good. Now, I want you to try the other outside.
Try the outside.
So that was good, like 5 laps. How are you feeling?
I'm good. I'm a little tired.
That's good. That's good to be tired. You're looking better. You're looking better. It can be, we can always be better, but it's just going to take a little bit of time to be comfortable. And I know that this track is a little bit intimidating, so what I want you to practice it on the other tracks too, dude. The ones that aren't as hard. Because this one is more hard just because the dirt is so slippery. Like that one, it's more hard pack. But most importantly, are you having fun? Do you want to ride anymore, or do you want to take a little break?
I might go back to the car.
I brought some water.
Okay.
Sam.
If you're good, I'd like you to see you do like a main event. I want you to do a main event, and we're gonna focus on technique, so you shouldn't be so tired, like you're going so hard that you're tired after 2-3 laps. But I want you to just go slow, and I want you to finish 10 laps. Okay? So when you're ready, we'll do 10 laps.
It's, by the way, it's in gear. He went way over it, didn't he? It just doesn't take much.
Assuming he jumped it.
He did. He actually overjumped it.
Alright.
Yeah.
Yeah, that inside one is harder to do.
You mean right out of the corner?
Yeah, because there's not as good of a lip off.
There you go. You got all that. Yeah. It's funny with your hoodies on, though. They always pop up behind your helmet. It makes it look like your head's becoming detached.
Easy, right?
Easy.
Yeah. Like
Way easier than the first one.
Way easier. And the only thing intimidating about it is just the large lip.
Yep.
Yeah. But like these little bikes will do it. The 85 will do it. You know, you can do it in second. Were you doing it in third?
Yeah, I did it in second the whole time.
The whole time. Oh, all right, Sammy. Back position. Good. All right, buddy. Just have fun. And we're just finishing 10 laps. I'll even count you down.
Right, get it.
You bet.
Better move over just in case he gets squirrely.
I got it all on film.
Between going fast and looking smooth. And I think it's better to try to look smooth and in control, because just like what your dad is saying, you won't plateau. You'll maybe get to a little spot where you plateau, but then you'll see an exponential growth real quick. They might plateau a little bit, then you'll see some more exponential growth. But if you don't learn the correct technique, you'll actually plateau and then you'll go down. Because if you want to improve, you'll have to start over the correct way, because the level of doing it wrong is only going to get you so far. But are you having fun?
Yeah.
Yeah, that 10 laps looked a little sketchy towards the end there, but that's just because the track is getting so messed up, and the middle of the whoops is actually the better spot because it's so slippery on the outside though.